Hi everyone, welcome back to the Java class. So let us continue the session of multi-threading in Java programming language. So first let us understand what is a thread. A thread is a lightweight process that shows a separate execution path within a program. A thread allows a program to perform multiple tasks concurrently and making optimal utilization of a CPU. So let us understand a single-threaded and multi-threaded application. So here in this picture, you can see a single threaded application where a single thread is used to perform only one task at a time. It waits for one task to be completed before another can start. As a result, the efficiency of the application is hampered. And here in this second picture, you can see we have multiple threads and all the multiple threads are running concurrently. Multiple or multi-threading model help to perform multiple tasks simultaneously, which saves time and improve the execution speed and efficiency of the application. In multi-threading model, multiple threads are involved and each thread share the same memory space and used to perform a dedicated task. So let us move forward and understand what is a main thread. To understand the main thread, let us move to the Eclipse IDE and I will show you who will call main thread and how will you create the main thread. So let us move to the Eclipse IDE. Okay, so let us understand what is a main thread. The main thread is a primary thread of execution that starts when program begins. Main thread is created by Java Virtual Machine at the beginning of a program execution, and the main thread is responsible for invoking the main method of a program, and it is the initial thread from which other threads are spawned. The main thread is automatically created when program starts, and you are not supposed to create it manually. In multi-threading model, all the threads, even the main thread, also controlled by a thread class. So thread is a built-in class, or we can say the predefined class, which contains multiple methods in order to manage the life cycle of a thread or a process. So thread class is present inside a java.lang package. So let us explore some methods and few of the methods of a thread class. So for example, we have created this program that contains a main function. So let us understand how to utilize the methods of a thread class. For example, you would like to get to know the name of a current thread. So how will you just know which thread is currently running? So we have a method of a thread class that is a current thread, right? So current thread method is a static method that can be directly called with the name of a class itself. So you will call thread.current thread that returns the reference to the currently executing thread object. So how will you just return it? So you will simply write a thread is equal thread.current thread. Let us display this object using a system.out.println, or inside it I will just displaying this object thread. Let us run this program and let's see what will be the output of it. So here we go, you can see this is the output. The output contains the three different things in the order. The first is the main, that define the name of a thread. So by default, inside a main function, the name of a thread is a main. Second value in the order is the 5. It is an integer value that shows the priority of a thread. So by default, the main thread has a priority value 5. And third value in the order, that is again main, it is the group of a thread. So whenever you will create an instance of a thread class by calling the current thread function, it define or it specifies three things in the order. The first is the name of a thread, that is a main by default. Second is the priority value of a thread, that is by default priority, that is 5. And third is the group of a thread. So main thread will belongs to itself from the main group. So this is about how to use a current thread function of a thread class. So later in future, if you would like to explore multiple methods of a thread, you can call multiple methods. For example, you would like to just change the name of a thread, set the name of a thread. So if you would like to change the name of a thread, so we have another method. You can call it like thread dot set name. You can see we have multiple methods. You can change the priority value also. You can change the name of a thread. For example, right now I'm just changing the thread name, that is a primary thread. So previous thread name was the main thread, and right now I've just changed the name using a method set name. So let me just print it again, and you can see what will be the output. So let us run this, and here you will see the output. Your main thread is changed from main to the primary thread, and rest values are same. So this is the way how can you change the name of a thread. Or if you would like to just know the name of a thread only, means getting the name of a thread. So how will you get the name of a thread? So we have a method that is a thread dot get name, right? Thread dot get name. So let us run it. You will get only the thread name, not all the values in a sequence. So here you can see the output is a primary thread. In the similar way, you can explore the multiple methods of a thread class. For example, you would like to know the thread priority, so you can display thread priority. You can just call the thread dot get priority value, right? So let us run this, and you will see what is the output of it. So this is the priority value is 5. So you know very well, when thread is created, each and every thread has been assigned to a unique ID. So how will you get the ID of a thread? So simply it will display the ID of a thread. So how will you display the ID of a thread? You can simply call a function thread dot get ID, right? So let us run this program, and you will see what is the ID of this main thread. So right now the thread ID is 1. So generally, so in the similar way, you can explore the multiple methods of a thread class. For example, thread dot. You can see we have multiple methods: get ID, get name, get priority, has code to string, max priority, min priority, normal priority. You can explore all the methods. So this is your homework, right? You can explore the methods of a thread. So let me just help you to understand one more method of a thread class, that is a sleep method. So let me just show you how will you use a sleep method. For example, let me add a loop inside this method in order to iterate some statement for a certain number of times. So we are using I is equal 0, I less than 5, and I'm just displaying the value of that I. So let me just display thread dot current thread dot get name. That will display the name of the current thread, and you can display current thread name and iteration number that will store in a variable plus I, right? So let us run this program. Let's see what will be the output of it. So here you can see it is showing the primary thread and iteration 0, iteration 1, iteration 2, iteration 3, and iteration 4, right? It is showing all the iterations. So if you would like to just add a small delay inside each iterations, or you would like to add a small pause inside these iterations, so we have a method that is a thread.sleep. So what is this method does? This method just delay your iteration for a certain number of time, or inside it take the time in milliseconds. For example, just I am adding 1000. So what is the meaning of it? Just I'm just pausing, or you can say the an iteration for 1 second, right? For 1 second. So let me just show you how it will work. So sleep method always throw an exception of type interrupted exception. So we have two quick fix available. That is, you can add throws declaration, or you can surround it with try and catch. Any one of the options you can try. So I'm going with surround with try and catch. So here now the compiler is not complaining, your error has been fixed. So let us run this program, and you will see the output. So let me just show you the output and how it will work. So right click on it, and you will just run this application. And here you can see your iterations are executing and it has a small delay of 1 second. Let me run it again and you can see this part again. So you can see the output, each iterations are coming after 1 second, iteration 0 to 4. So guys, this is the way how will you use the different methods of a thread class. So we have done, I think you understand this concept. So thank you for watching this video. We have done, and in the next class, we will come with the next video session. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a great day.